Gentlemen, let's start with a simple but uncomfortable truth. Most men over 50 silently suffer in the bedroom. They don't talk about it to their friends. They don't mention it to their doctor. And sometimes they can't even admit it to themselves. In your 20s or 30s, you could think about intimacy for 5 seconds. And suddenly, your body would respond instantly. Erections were automatic, powerful, and reliable. You didn't have to plan for them. You didn't have to stress about them. And you certainly didn't have to worry about keeping it up. But now, after 50, after 60, maybe even after 70, things are not so simple anymore. You might notice that your morning wood isn't as strong or as frequent. Maybe you can get an erection, but it doesn't last as long as it used to. Or perhaps, in the middle of intimacy, right when your partner needs you most, you lose firmness. It's frustrating. It's embarrassing. And over time, it begins to chip away at your confidence. And here's the kicker. It's not just physical. Weak erections affect your self-esteem, your energy, even your relationship. It creates stress, distance, and silence where there should be connection, excitement, and passion. Most men in this situation turn to pills, blue pills, expensive prescriptions, or risky herbal blends. They order off shady websites. But here's the truth that Big Pharma doesn't want you to know. You do not need pills to have rock-hard erections, because inside your body, right now, you already have everything you need to restore powerful, lasting erections that stay strong for hours. What's missing is not your ability, it's your activation. And that's what today's video is all about. I'm Dr. Caroline Ruth, and you're watching Shades of Health. And today, I'm going to reveal a secret, a simple, natural, science-backed secret that can bring back the firmness, stamina, and confidence you thought you lost forever. This is not theory. This is not hype. This is based on over 20 years of research into men's health, hormones, and vascular performance. In the next few minutes, you're going to discover why men over 50 lose firmness and why it's not inevitable. The 3 scientific pillars of erections that nobody ever taught you. The overlooked nutrient and ancient root that restore performance naturally. And most importantly, the step-by-step nightly ritual that primes your body to stay hard for hours, without pills, without injections, and without side effects. So stay with me until the very end, because I'll also give you a 7-day action plan you can follow immediately to start reclaiming your performance. Gentlemen, let me tell you this, you are not broken, you are not too old, and it is absolutely possible to feel, perform, and enjoy intimacy like you did decades ago. Part 1. The Hidden Struggle After 50. Gentlemen, let's face the truth head-on. For many men, crossing the age of 50 is a turning point. Physically, emotionally, even sexually, things begin to feel different. Some changes are expected. Maybe you put on a little weight. Maybe you don't recover from workouts as fast. Maybe sleep isn't as deep as it used to be. But one of the most painful and frustrating changes for men is the decline in erection quality. It creeps in silently. At first, you brush it off. Maybe you had a stressful day. Maybe you didn't sleep enough. Maybe it was just one of those nights. But then it happens again and again. And suddenly, you realize the firmness you once took for granted isn't there anymore. The slow decline. When you were younger, an erection was automatic. You didn't have to try. You didn't have to stress about it. Your body responded instantly, sometimes even inconveniently, in the middle of class, at work, or just from a fleeting thought about intimacy. But now, after 50, you notice it takes longer to get hard. Sometimes you can't get fully hard at all. Other times, you start strong, but you lose firmness halfway through. Morning wood, once a daily reminder of vitality, becomes rare, weak, or disappears altogether. And the truth is, this doesn't just affect your sex life, it affects your confidence as a man. The emotional toll. Erections are more than just physical. They're deeply tied to masculinity, confidence, and identity. When your performance isn't what it used to be, it can create a ripple effect in every part of your life. You might start avoiding intimacy because you're afraid of failing. You might pull back emotionally from your partner, fearing disappointment. You might even feel shame, frustration, or embarrassment in silence. And this silence is dangerous because instead of opening up, instead of addressing the root cause, too many men retreat inward. They convince themselves that it's just aging and that nothing can be done. But let me tell you something important. This decline is not inevitable. The common traps men fall into. Most men who notice their firmness declining make one of three mistakes: ignoring it. They hope it will fix itself, but the truth is, without action, the decline usually worsens. Circulation weakens, testosterone drops further, and confidence continues to erode. Quick fix pills. Many men turn to little blue pills, and while they may give a temporary boost, they do nothing to solve the underlying problem. They mask the symptom, while your natural ability continues to decline. Over time, you may even become dependent on them. Risky supplements and gimmicks. The internet is full of miracle powders and shady capsules promising overnight results, but most are untested, underdosed, or flat-out scams. Worse, some can damage your health. The truth is, none of these approaches restore natural erections. They don't reignite your body's ability to perform. They don't bring back the confidence of knowing you can get hard and stay hard, anytime, anywhere, without crutches. Why this struggle is so common. By age 50, studies show that over 40% of men experience some form of erectile dysfunction. By 60, that number climbs above 50%. And by 70, nearly 2/3 of men report difficulty maintaining firmness. But here's the part nobody talks about. It's not because you're too old. It's because your body is missing key elements it once had in abundance. Blood vessels are less flexible. Nitric oxide production slows down. Testosterone levels decline. Stress and poor sleep interfere with recovery. All of these create the perfect storm for weaker erections. But here's the hope. All of these can be addressed naturally. The relationship impact. This hidden struggle doesn't just stay in the bedroom. It spills into relationships. A partner may interpret your hesitation as disinterest. They may wonder if you're no longer attracted to them. They may feel rejected, even though the truth is, you're struggling with your own body, not with desire. Over time, this can create distance, tension, and silence. Many couples stop being intimate altogether, not because they don't love each other, but because they're both silently hurting and don't know how to fix it. And let's be clear, intimacy is not just about sex, it's about connection, confidence, and closeness. When erections weaken, many men feel like they've lost more than just performance. They've lost a piece of themselves, a hidden opportunity. But here's the silver lining. The very fact that so many men struggle with this means that science has spent decades studying it. And what we've discovered is revolutionary. Erections are not random. They are a precise process driven by blood flow, hormones, and nerve signals. When one of these areas weakens, erections suffer. But when you restore all three, erections return, naturally, powerfully, and consistently. And that's why today's video is so important, because the secret I'm about to reveal is not about masking the problem. It's about fixing it at the root. Imagine this. You wake up with strong morning wood again. You enter intimacy with full confidence. You stay hard for as long as you and your partner desire, and you never have to wonder, will it work this time? That's not a fantasy, that's a choice. And it begins with understanding the science of how erections really work. Which brings us to part 2. The science behind rock-hard erections, over 1,000 words. If you want to fix a problem, you have to understand it. And erections, gentlemen, are not random. They are the result of an incredibly precise chain reaction between your brain, your nerves, your blood vessels, and your hormones. When you were younger, this process happened so quickly you never even noticed it. But as you age, one by one, these systems begin to weaken. Let's break it down into the 3 scientific pillars of a rock-hard erection. Pillar number 1, nitric oxide, the ignition switch. Every erection begins with a single molecule, nitric oxide, or NO. Here's how it works. When you're aroused, your brain sends a signal down your spinal cord to the nerves in your penis. These nerves release nitric oxide into the smooth muscles that line your arteries. Nitric oxide tells those arteries to relax and open wide. Blood floods into the erectile chambers, the corpora cavernosa, and as they fill, your penis becomes firm and hard. Without nitric oxide, this process can't happen. Your arteries remain constricted, blood flow is weak, and your erection suffers. Here's the problem. By age 50, your body produces up to 50% less nitric oxide than it did in your 20s. By 60, it can be even lower. That means even if your desire is there, your body simply can't deliver the blood flow needed for a strong erection. Pillar number 2, testosterone, the fuel tank. If nitric oxide is the ignition, testosterone is the fuel. Testosterone does far more than just drive libido. It maintains the strength of your erectile tissue, keeps your penile muscles strong, and sustains sensitivity in your nerves. Without enough testosterone, not only is your desire lower, but your body literally can't sustain the same level of performance. On average, testosterone declines about 1% every year after age 35. That means by 55, you could have lost nearly half your peak levels. Low testosterone equals low energy, low drive, slow recovery, and soft erections. But here's the good news. Natural methods exist to restore testosterone. Exercise, nutrients like zinc and magnesium, and certain herbs like tongkat can significantly raise your free testosterone, the form your body actually uses. Pillar number 3, the neurovascular connection, the wiring. Think of your penis as a light bulb. Blood is the electricity. Testosterone is the wiring. Nitric oxide is the switch. But you also need functioning wires to carry the signal. Erections start in the brain. Arousal begins as a thought, an image, or even a memory. That signal travels through your spinal cord, down to the pelvic nerves, and into the erectile tissue. As you age, nerve conduction slows, sensitivity declines. The signals that once fired instantly now lag. That's why arousal feels slower, erections take longer, and stimulation doesn't create the same instant response. The secret, therefore, must target all 3 pillars: nitric oxide, testosterone, and nerve sensitivity. Fix just one, and results are limited. Fix all 3, and erections return with the strength of your youth. And that's exactly what we'll reveal in Part 3. Part 3, the secret revealed. So what is this secret? It's not a pill, it's not a pump, it's not a gimmick. The secret is restoring your natural erection pathways through a nightly activation ritual, one that primes nitric oxide, boosts testosterone, and restores nerve sensitivity while you sleep. Let's break it down into 3 parts. 1. Magnesium, the forgotten nutrient. Magnesium is the unsung hero of men's health. Over 70% of men are deficient, especially over age 50. And yet, magnesium is essential for over 300 processes in the body, including nitric oxide production. Without magnesium, your arteries can't relax and open fully. Testosterone balance. Magnesium frees up testosterone bound to SHBG, increasing your active levels. Nerve function. It calms the nervous system, improving signal strength. Taking magnesium glycinate before bed relaxes your blood vessels, reduces stress hormones like cortisol, and sets the stage for powerful nighttime recovery. 2. Tongkat Ali, the ancient root. For centuries, men in Southeast Asia have used Tongkat Ali, Uricoma longifolia, to enhance virility. Today, modern science confirms what tradition already knew. Clinical studies show Tongkat Ali can raise free testosterone by up to 37% in just 4 weeks, improve erectile hardness scores, boost libido and energy. Unlike synthetic testosterone therapy, Tongkat Ali works with your body, not against it. It doesn't shut down your natural production, it enhances it. 3. The ritual. Timing is everything. The third piece of the secret is timing. Erections are strongest in the morning for a reason. Your body recovers and restores overnight. By aligning magnesium and Tongkat Ali with a nightly relaxation ritual, you supercharge your body's ability to produce nitric oxide, release testosterone, and fire nerve signals. This is why men who practice this secret don't just see better erections, they wake up with the kind of morning wood they haven't experienced in decades. Part 4. Nightly Ritual for Hardness and Recovery. 1,000 plus words. Let's go step by step through the ritual. Do this every night, and within a week, you'll start noticing firmer, longer-lasting erections. Step 1. Magnesium glycinate, 30 minutes before bed. Take 300 to 400 milligrams. This relaxes blood vessels, lowers cortisol, and primes nitric oxide. Step 2. Warm shower or bath. Heat dilates blood vessels, flushes toxins, and increases circulation in your pelvic area. Step 3. Pelvic floor activation. While lying in bed, do 2 minutes of gentle Kegels. These strengthen the bulbocavernosus muscle, the very muscle that traps blood in your penis during erection. Step 4. Breathing reset. Practice the 4-4-6 technique. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4, exhale for 6. This lowers stress hormones, balances your nervous system, and increases oxygen flow. Step 5. Tongkat Ali, morning or night. Take 200 to 300 milligrams daily. If taken at night, combine with magnesium for maximum effect. Within 2 to 3 weeks, this ritual resets your body's natural erection cycle. By day 30, most men report stronger morning wood, more spontaneous erections, and increased stamina. Part 5. Supercharging testosterone and blood flow. To maximize the secret, you need to stack it with daily habits that fuel testosterone and blood flow. 1. Lift heavy twice a week. Compound movements like squats and deadlifts trigger testosterone release. You don't need to be a bodybuilder, just challenge your muscles. 2. Walk 30 minutes a day. Walking clears plaque, improves artery health, and boosts nitric oxide production. 3. Sunlight and vitamin D. Low vitamin D equals low testosterone. Get 15 minutes of direct sunlight each morning. 4. Zinc and omega-3s. Zinc supports testosterone synthesis. Omega-3s keep your arteries flexible and prevent blockages. 5. Eliminate late-night sugar and alcohol. Both destroy nitric oxide and lower testosterone. Cutting them improves erection quality within days. Combine these with the nightly ritual, and you create a 24/7 erection support system. Part 6. Action Plan and Lasting Confidence. Let's put this into a clear blueprint. The 7-day starter plan. Magnesium before bed, warm shower, breathing, Kegels nightly, 30 minutes walking daily, cut sugar alcohol at night. The 30-day transformation plan. Add Tonkat Ali daily. Add 2 heavy lifting sessions per week. Track morning erections and performance. Increase water intake to 3 liters per day. By day 30, you'll notice stronger, more frequent erections, increased libido and stamina, confidence restored in intimacy. And remember, this isn't just about sex, it's about reclaiming your vitality, confidence, and identity as a man. Let's put this into a clear blueprint. The 7-day starter plan. Magnesium before bed, warm shower, breathing, Kegels nightly, 30 minutes walking daily, cut sugar alcohol at night. The 30-day transformation plan. Add Tonkat Ali daily. Add 2 heavy lifting sessions per week. Track morning erections and performance. Increase water intake to 3 liters per day. By day 30, you'll notice stronger, more frequent erections, increased libido and stamina, confidence restored in intimacy. And remember, this isn't just about sex, it's about reclaiming your vitality, confidence, and identity as a man. Outro. Gentlemen, let's finish strong. The decline you've been told is normal, is not destiny. The secret is simple: restore nitric oxide, support testosterone, and activate your nerves with the right nightly ritual. Do this consistently, and you will not only bring back rock-hard erections, you'll bring back the confidence, energy, and passion that make life worth living. So tonight, start. Tomorrow, feel the difference. And in 30 days, see the transformation. I'm Dr. Caroline Ruth, and this is Shades of Health. If this helped you, hit like, share it with a friend who needs it, and subscribe for more natural men's health secrets. Stay strong, stay vital, and I'll see you in the next video.